Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, Yosemite base jumpers take more heat. AFE 2025 welcomes all to Mosaic Industry Town Hall. Textron says Beech M-346N will be built in Wichita. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Holland Lee. Let's get into today's stories. Yosemite base jumpers take more heat. Even with parts of the federal government on pause, Yosemite National Park isn't letting base jumpers off easy. Park officials announced that 3 people were recently convicted for illegal parachute jumps off Yosemite's formations, amid a legal push to lift the 40-year ban against them. Base jumping has been prohibited in all national parks since the 1980s. The 3 convictions, covering cases spanning from 2020 to 2024, include fines of up to $2,510, probation, brief jail sentences, and the forfeiture of parachutes and wingsuits. In one case, a jumper who crashed into a cliff was billed for his rescue. Despite the crackdown, base enthusiasts continue to sneak in jumps, often at dawn or dusk, to avoid detection. A new nonprofit, Base Access, has now taken the fight to court, arguing the ban is unconstitutional. The group claims that the Park Service's enforcement pushes athletes into dangerous conditions and unfairly targets parachuting while allowing other high-risk sports, such as climbing and skiing. Their federal lawsuit, filed in Texas, challenges the National Park Service's authority to criminalize parachute use without a law passed by Congress, especially under recent Supreme Court rulings that narrowed agency powers. A hearing is expected later this year. After the break, drone rulemaking stalled in the shutdown mess.
It's time to upgrade your power plant to the first FAA-certified clean sheet engine design in over 60 years. WWII's jet fuel-powered liquid-cooled turbocharged engine produces turbine performance at 40% better fuel efficiency of typical reciprocating engines, while also achieving exceptional reliability and significant reduction in cost of ownership. Reserve your engine package today at DeltaHawk.com.
I'm currently using the Hartzell Talon, by far the best aerobatic propeller ever come out.
I use the Trailblazer. It adds performance to the Super Decathlon and dependability, and it's rugged.
Hartzell's been an excellent partner for Whip Air, just in terms of your product support as well as keeping an eye on the market and developing new products that meet demand.
It's helping us all have better performing airplanes.
It's such a proud honor to fly behind that propeller.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some shorter stories. Drone rulemaking stalled in the shutdown mess. The FAA finally has a decent excuse to put its drone agenda on hold, and of course it comes at a crucial time for the industry's future. With major updates in the works, including the long-awaited Beyond Visual Line of Sight rulemaking, the agency is being forced to focus all its efforts on core safety work as the government shutdown drags on. About 11,000 of the FAA's 45,000 employees are currently off-duty. LA County Fire Department adds 2 new Sikorsky S-70I FIREHAWKs. The County of Los Angeles announced a contract with Sikorsky for 2 new S-70I FIREHAWK helicopters to enhance wildfire suppression, search and rescue, and emergency medical services throughout the county's 4,000 square mile area. The FIREHAWK has been the county's primary rotary wing attack asset for battling the most challenging wildfires, as well as a wide range of hazard emergencies that include medevac, search and rescue, and disaster relief. Wilsbach confirmed as Air Force Chief. General Kenneth Wilsbach has officially and unsurprisingly been confirmed as the next Chief of Staff of the U.S. Air Force, following the slightly more surprising early retirement of General David Alvin. The Senate approved his nomination by unanimous consent to close out October, giving the service a new top officer after several months of leadership shakeups. Wilsbach brings decades of operational experience to the position. Over his career, he's flown the F-15, F-16, and F-22, and has led U.S. air operations across the Pacific and the Middle East. CAF honors World War II Army Air Corps vet with flight. The Florida wing of the CAF recently honored 105-year-old World War II veteran Fred LaPonzina with a special flight in the wing's T-34 Mentor. Fred was a member of the 2nd Emergency Rescue Squadron, an Army Air Corps unit that flew PBY Catalinas on dangerous recovery ops in the Philippines. CAF Colonel Joel Lonke, leader of the Florida Wing, piloted the flight. He said, quote, "Today I had the honor and privilege of taking Fred LaPonzina for a flight. Fred is 105 years old and a World War II vet with the U.S. Army Air Corps," end quote. That's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. AFE 2025 welcomes all to the Mosaic Industry Town Hall. One of the more intriguing features of the 2025 Affordable Flying Expo, scheduled for November 6th through 8th at the Sun & Fun Aerospace Campus, is a Friday event we call the Mosaic Town Hall. Scheduled for Friday, November 7th at 1800 Eastern, the Mosaic Town Hall will be presented in the nearby Prop 75 building for the attending audience and live-streamed at airborne-live.net. Our expert panel consists of an EAA staffer, Madison Nortz, a graduate of Bowdoin College in Brunswick, Maine, with a BA in Government and Legal Studies. In her role with EAA, Madison's primary focuses are safety, airports, and airspace. Also joining is AEA's Rick Perry, a well-known regulatory expert. He will be joining us via Zoom and has distinguished himself as one of the best regulatory experts we've ever worked with. Rick Perry has more than 50 years in aviation maintenance. Meredith Holliday, CFI Instrument, is the manager of Holliday Aviation and will be speaking about medical issues and concerns in the wake of a post-Mosaic era. Recently, she's produced a number of exceptional video programs talking about the medical changes we're seeing with Mosaic and how each of us may fit into a Mosaic future. Insurance issues are likely to see a lot of changes as Mosaic takes shape. Here to address is PicWest's Travis Marshall. Travis has worked in both the broker and underwriting side of the aviation insurance marketplace for 15 years. Be sure to watch online Friday, November 7th at 1800 Eastern at airborne-live.net. After these messages, Textron says Beech M-346N will be built in Wichita.
Looking for a new generation of proven and efficient aviation power plants that boast modern engineering, electronic ignition, and both direct and gear drive systems? With 100 horsepower to 240 horsepower, the Skyline and Redline engines offer uncommon value in an overpriced industry. Whether you are looking for fixed wing or rotor, MW Americas has been established to service the American market with dedication and expertise. MWFlyAmericas.com.
Meet the first of a new generation of the M-Class family. The M700 Fury. An aircraft worthy of the name, an indomitable force. The M700 Fury transcends traditional limits with more power, blistering performance, a finely appointed interior, and the luxury of what matters most: time. Experience the Fury. Join the legacy.
DirectFly USA proudly introduces the new Alto NG, a single-engine, two-seat light sport aircraft for the North American market. This simple, all-metal aircraft design provides low-maintenance cost, easy, comfortable access, and responsive flight controls. Equipped with the Rotax 912 engine and a ballistic parachute, the Alto NG is reliable and safe. Learn more about the Alto NG at directflyusa.com.
Welcome back. Textron says Beech M-346N will be built in Wichita. Textron Aviation Defense announced production plans for the UJTS, or Undergraduate Jet Training System program. That is, if they get the contract, the company will assemble the Beechcraft M-346N at its Wichita, Kansas factory. The historic Beechcraft brand has called Wichita home for almost a century, and the announcement reinforces the company's commitment to delivering the U.S. Navy its most advanced integrated jet training system, as well as making sure the Navy knows they're ready for it. Textron is putting its money where its mouth is, saying it will invest $38 million to modernize over 50,000 square feet of existing manufacturing space on its East Wichita campus if they get the award. It's anticipated the program will create an estimated 100 direct aviation manufacturing jobs in Wichita, as well as numerous indirect jobs in support of aircraft production and assembly. The Beechcraft M-346N is the heart of a low-risk, operationally proven training system that features live virtual constructive capabilities for advanced naval training. More than 100 M-346 aircraft have been produced by Leonardo, with over a decade of performance, training aviators for 4th and 5th gen aircraft, making it a reliable, high-performance solution for the Navy's next-gen training requirements. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or FIREHAWKs. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching!